21st edition of the FIFA World Cup will be aired live on Bermuda Broadcasting Company. Be a part of the history. You don't want to miss FIFA World Cup 2018.
Sears is Bermuda's largest home appliance store with over 200 appliances in our showroom. We have refrigerators and freezers, gas ovens and electric ranges, washers and dryers. Sears has a wide selection of craftsman's tools and accessories. Beautify your home with our lawn and garden tools. We have everything you need for outdoor entertaining. Located at 41 Victoria Street, Sears is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sears, reliable delivery, quality service, and everyday low prices.
Live from Bermuda Broadcasting, this is ZBM TV9 News.
Good evening, everyone. It's Thursday, January 11th, 2018. I'm Diane Brewer, and thank you for joining us tonight. Mounting speculation as to who the next Commissioner of Police will be once current Commissioner Michael De Silva steps down in June of this year. The final decision, of course, rests with Government House, but calls are already being made for a local to fill the post. National Security Minister Wayne Keynes makes it clear government wants only what's best for the country. Here's Gary Moreno with more.
Minister Keynes says that with so much at stake, the selection of a new police commissioner should not be mired in politics or hampered by territorial battles.
I believe that we need to get the best person for the job, and the only way to do that is to test the proverbial mettle of those that are applying for the post through a clear plan for succession, and I believe that the governor has indicated that he will make sure that that happens.
That notwithstanding, the minister expresses confidence that there are individuals from among the top brass of the Bermuda Police Service well capable of taking over command of the 427-strong membership of the BPS, but that should not mean that the selection process be limited to Bermuda.
We have to believe in our officers. We have to believe in the people that are responsible for our day-to-day life. The reality of it, though, is when you look at this from a specialized point of view, when you have credentials, when you have history, when you have the direction that the Bermuda Police Service would go to, the average person will not have access to that information. And that's why when the governor chooses a balanced, clear plan, they are able to make a decision that is based on the fact. Sometimes in Bermuda, we focus so much on what we want for the role, we don't look at what is best for the country.
Whomever is appointed commissioner, local or foreign, will be faced with the fact that within the next 2 years, an estimated 30% of the BPS will be facing retirement. Minister Keynes assures, despite what might be said, there is a plan in place to deal with that reality.
What I don't want, Gary, is for anyone to make people in our community feel, number one, that this police service is in disarray. It is not. Number two, that there is no plan for the future. There is a plan for the future. What we're going to do is we're going to accelerate it, we're going to look at it, and then we're going to see how we can tweak it, how we can balance it to make sure it reflects policing for 2018, that reflects the composite of our country, of our community.
Minister Keynes reminding that he as minister, along with the management team of the Bermuda Police Service, meet with Governor Rankin on a weekly basis. And while government does not seek to influence any decision, His Excellency is well aware of what is required in terms of a successor to Commissioner De Silva. Gary Moreno, reporting for the Bermuda Broadcasting News.
In other news, a chance for you to be part of the solution to the vexing issues of gang violence. It's called Peace Builders, and it's the newest initiative to deal with the problem, and according to National Security Minister Wayne Keynes, is aimed at providing training to members of the community to help reduce tensions in so-called hotspots and to provide a reassuring presence in times of crisis.
It looks like us having 6 or 7 Peace Builders at the bus terminal at around 4:30 when kids get out of school, helping not to police but to manage that area. What does it look like? It looks like if we have a major social event, they are dispersed all around that area, trained and ready to help. Now we know that some of our young people are having to walk from Cedar Bridge to the bus terminal in the afternoon. Well, we see the Peace Builders being dispersed along Parsons Road, ready to help. If there's a bike accident and everyone has gone down to the hospital as we do, the Peace Builders will be trained to intervene and to help at key locations. This is an opportunity for the everyday man and woman, a lot of people that are retired, a lot of people that don't have much to do, that want to get involved with the community initiative. We want to put the members of our community together to help. Race doesn't matter. Party affiliation doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter. This is Bermuda helping Bermuda get through a difficult period.
The initiative will be headed up by Gang Violence Reduction Coordinator Pastor Leroy Bean. The first of 3 training sessions takes place next Saturday, January 20th at the Heritage Worship Center on Dundonald Street.
The topics will range from mental health and gangs, which will be done by Dr. Carla Bean, mental health first aid, and what to do during a crisis, Dr. Sharita Rayner and Dr. Bazin, managing crisis, Petra Spence Ascot, disaster management, National Disaster Coordinator Steve Cusham, understanding your role at a crime scene, Superintendent Darren Simons, understanding grief in a time of crisis. As the minister mentioned, we meet many people daily that want to know, how can I get involved? Well, here is your chance. The first step is to commit to be trained and equipped to be an agent of change. Be a peace builder.
The hope is to train some 100 peace builders, and for more information, you can email peacebilders@gov.bm. And some sad news. One of Bermuda's sons of the soil, Quentin Edness, has passed away at the age of 86. The 30-year veteran politician started Agape House as health minister with the UBP and implemented Tynes Bay as works and engineering minister. He also opened the door for Black Bermudians to get into broadcasting along with Brendan Hollis. Edness started from the bottom here at Bermuda Broadcasting Company and rose to the top. Early morning man David Lopes described Quentin Edness this way.
We refer to each other as brothers. Quentin epitomized the difference between a radio announcer and a DJ. And I am so grateful that I came through the time where I had people like Quentin Edness to teach me how to do things right. Quentin started with Bermuda Broadcasting Company as a librarian. In those days we had records. You had to pull your records and then refile them. And Quentin was a librarian. He then went on the air. He used to do the drive home show in the afternoon, and Quentin's the late night show at night. I've lost a friend. I've lost a mentor, and I'm really sorry to hear of Quentin's passing.
Stay with us. More news in tonight's AccuWeather forecast after the break.
You can count on us.
Save $2 on fresh round stewed beef, $5.99 per pound. Save $3.70 on fresh sweet blueberries, $4.29 for a 1-pint tub. Save big on ShopRite long grain rice, only $3.75 for a 5-pound bag. Clean up with Bounty Basic paper towel, just $1.29 for 1 roll. Unbelievable low price on Palmolive dishwashing liquid, only $1.99 for a 20-ounce bottle. Visit our website at www.marketplace.bm for more super specials.
You can count on us.
On April 4th, 1968, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated outside his room at the Lorraine Hotel in Memphis. What happened inside that room the night before is the subject of Katori Hall's The Mountaintop, winner of the prestigious Olivier Award for Best New Play. I'm Gilbert Glenn Brown. In 2018, as the world marks the 50th anniversary of Dr. King's death, The Mountaintop imagines his final night on Earth as he reveals his hopes, regrets, and dreams to an alluring, enigmatic maid. LA Theater Works presents a work hailed as breathtaking, hilarious, and heart-stopping, The Mountaintop by Katori Hall. We look forward to seeing you March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd at the Bermuda Festival of the Performing Arts.
Welcome back. Our special diabetes series, Sugar High, continues tonight. Now, if you've ever thought food prices are high in Bermuda, you're not alone. We've been tracking your comments about the series on our Facebook page, and high food prices tops the comment list. So Tony Waterman went to the grocery store to crunch the numbers.
Well, Sarah, it seems that there is this school of thought here, or this perception here in Bermuda, that eating healthy foods is just way too expensive. Do you think that's actually the case, though?
I think people in Bermuda have to think about the cost of prevention of health disease. We can spend a lot of money on treating an illness, where we can also put a lot more of that money valuably into preventing it.
All right, let's go inside and see what we can get for that type of money. Okay, Sarah, where should we start first?
I think let's start in the fresh produce section.
All right, let's go. All right, Sarah, so we have arrived at the produce section. It's quite extensive. Where does one start?
This is where I want people to focus when they are spending their money on fresh produce. This is where you're going to get nutrient-dense foods. These foods aren't loaded in processed things, and these we're going to get the bang for our buck really here. These foods we might perceive vegetables are expensive. These are going to be good for you, and these are going to help to maintain good blood sugar control for people with diabetes.
Is there any particular vegetable that is especially good for somebody that has diabetes or somebody that's even in the pre-diabetes?
Well, we're in an aisle here where we've got fresh broccoli, and we've got Brussels sprouts and beans, cabbages, where we're eating mostly the stalk or the leaf of the vegetable, so this is lower in carbohydrate content. If we take a head of cauliflower and we shred that up and we saute that with our carrots and we make a sort of a stir-fried rice, but it's made out of cauliflower florets, I tell people you might take a cabbage and take up that cabbage and shred that slicely, steam that, put that on the bed of your plate, and then put your sauce and your meat over the top of that bed of shredded cabbage. You're getting the nutrients, your body's absorbing all of that.
Should we head over to the fruit section and see what we can find there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that old saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. What should we be looking for here?
Well, that's right. And what size apple do we want?
The biggest, right?
The biggest apple is what we think. If I put one apple, now that one apple is $1.15, and that's a large apple. And I would say to most people with diabetes, you can't fit that apple in the palm of your hand. It's $1.15 for one apple. There's a lot more carbohydrate, natural fructose, fruit sugar in that than if we pick up a bag of apples. That bag is $6.99, and it looks like there's 9, 10, possibly even 11 apples in that bag. So
it's much more cost-effective than actually buying it separately. Yeah. Oftentimes when we're talking about cost, you can find that frozen fruits and vegetables tend to be a little bit cheaper than the fresh stuff. Absolutely. But is it as good for you?
Absolutely.
All right, let's compare blueberries. Let's go find a box of blueberries and go see what the frozen ones cost. Okay, so we have found the frozen fruit section, the frozen blueberries. Oh my gosh, take a look at that. The price is $5.87, so it's about $1.50 cheaper than getting the fresh ones.
What you notice here is that that's $5.87 for a 15-ounce portion, and that's a 6-ounce serving. So you're going to get many more portions out of this bag and the same nutritional value in that snack.
Should we venture over to the potato chip aisle and see what price comparison?
We can have a look there.
Potato chips. How do these stack up?
So here's a bag, and it's a popular snack item is a bag of potato chips. We've just been over in the produce section, and we had a bag of apples, $6.47 for one bag of potato chips, and that was $6.99 for a bag of apples. And if we turn that bag over and look at the nutrition facts, now this says that there's 7 servings in this, as we've said that. Very few people will make 7 servings out of that bag. Whereas if you take that bag of apples home, people are going to eat 1 apple at a time. So cost economically, we're getting 9 apples from that bag. We have to be realistic about the portion size that we're going to eat, and we have to look about what is it giving back? What is this food giving back to me in terms of what I'm spending and in terms of the nutrients that I'm getting back from it? Let's make an investment in our health.
An ounce of prevention
is a pound of cure. That's right.
And we'll wrap up our Sugar High special tomorrow night by taking a look at the high rate of amputation. And a reminder that we'll be broadcasting live from the Diabetes Symposium on Monday night, so please tune in for that. Turning to weather news, mostly sunny conditions for our Friday and the weekend. Here's the latest from AccuWeather headquarters.
AccuWeather is presented by BF&M Insurance Group. We now go to AccuWeather headquarters.
Hello, hopefully you had a fantastic day today. Our weather isn't too bad, although we did see a brief shower early this morning, and we could see another brief shower tonight. This forecast is brought to you by the BF&M Insurance Group, and we can see on our satellite right now that there is a front that's heading in our direction. It's not going to make it, though. We're under the influence of a pretty hefty high-pressure system, and that's going to push that front away and keep us dry and pretty nice throughout the weekend. Although, toward the end of the weekend, we could see a brief shower or two, but for the most part, it's going to be pretty nice around here. Temperatures right now across the island, 67 degrees. Humidity a little bit higher than yesterday. We're at 74%. Winds out of the east from 16 to 20 knots. Waves inside the reef 1 to 2 feet and outside 4 to 8. We are under a small craft advisory because of those winds, and that's in place at least through tomorrow. Could be extended through Saturday, so keep your eyes on that. Tonight, it's going to be partly cloudy. Other than that, pretty quiet. 67 degrees for the temperature. Tomorrow, you'll notice a bit of a breeze out there. We will have some sunshine, maybe a few clouds, and a high of 71 degrees. Our tide times, well, the first high one at 4:41 p.m. Thursday, and the second one at 5:20 in the morning at the crack of dawn on Friday. If you're traveling, we do have a couple other forecasts to tell you about. It is a bit wet to the north and west of us. Toronto, New York, Boston, even in Atlanta, we are seeing some showers. Temperatures are awfully warm. New York up to 54 degrees, Boston 56. That is extremely warm for this time of year, but those temperatures, they are going to drop here soon. Miami, 83 degrees with a couple of showers, and in London, 45 overcast, so not much sunshine there. In Jamaica, it is hot and also humid. A couple of showers, 87 degrees. Barbados, 84, and Trinidad coming in at 82 degrees today. Now for the next couple of days, not bad. It's going to be mostly sunny. Temperatures going a little bit warmer, up to 72 by Saturday. Then by Sunday, we will see just a brief shower, and the best chance for maybe a shower or two will be on Monday. Tuesday, though, we will be drying out, maybe a couple of clouds lingering, and temperatures dropping down to just 71 degrees. Stay tuned to Ocean 89, Power 95, and Inspire 105 for all your latest news and weather.
AccuWeather was presented by BF&M Insurance Group.
I got these for seasickness last week, and they're terrible.
That's strange.
I know. I put one behind each ear like you're supposed to, and nothing happened.
These are tablets. You're meant to take them with water.
I got this pump for my asthma. Hasn't changed anything.
Show me how you're using it. It's an inhaler. You're meant to breathe it in.
Well, this toothpaste, definitely off.
It's a hemorrhoid cream.
Well, that explains why my gums are shrinking.
Visit Bermuda's #1 furniture store today. Big savings zone, Southside St. David's.
Hypocrites mingling with the good people we meet. Good friends we had, good friends we lost, along the way. In this great future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears, I say, no woman, no cry. No woman, no cry.
Let's now join Earl Basin with tonight's sports report.
As if it needed any introduction, the weather has arrived for Marathon Weekend. Things will get underway tomorrow night right here on Front Street. The 30th KPMG Front Street Mile will get underway at 7 p.m. and will see the Bermuda Triangle Challenge participants share the stage as they run over the same course as the 10 heats of invited runners. The event record holder for the Front Street Mile in the women's division is Kenya Sinclair, who clocked a time of 4:44. Leonard Mutra is the men's champion. He clocked a time of 4:02.2. As fate would have it, this is where some of the races have been won or lost. Runners, after taking the incline up Front Street, will have to slow down to round this, the second of the hairpin turns, to see who can make it back to the finish line along Front Street. Then things move here to the National Sports Center on Saturday, where it's the start and finish of the International 10K. The Bermuda 10K will get underway at 9 a.m. with the start and finish at the National Sports Center. The record holders is Greta Waits with a time of 31:41 in the female division, while Jeff Smith is the record holder with a time of 28:14 in the men's division. And the weekend is expected to come to an end for the runners with the start and finish of the half and full marathons right here on Front Street. At 8 a.m. on Sunday, we'll see the start of the Bermuda Half Marathon. The women's record holder is Alfanash Almu with a time of 1:10:57. Jordan Chebagama is the men's record holder with a time of 1:04 flat. The 43rd Bermuda Marathon will also get underway at 8 a.m. with the start and finish on Front Street. The women's record holder is Elena Makalova. She clocked a time of 2:40:32, and the men's record holder is Andy Holden, who had a time of 2:15:20.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the all-new Boundary at Fairmount, Southampton, the West End's only sports bar. Catch all the action and enjoy smoked to perfection barbecue, beer, and other pub favorites. It's game on at Boundary.
John LeJour was again back in action competing in the 2018 Comp Steamboat Spring Moguls event in Colorado. In the second round, on a field of 62 competitors, LeJour finished in 18th place with a score of 75-78. LeJour's placement saw him finish 4th in his age group. Delray Rollins was in the Sydney Cricket Club's second grade side that took on Palmata. Sydney won the toss and elected to bat, and they scored 239 for 9 from their 50 overs. Matt Rogers was their top scorer with 115. Rollins was dismissed for 11, having faced 17 deliveries in 27 minutes, hitting 1-6. Palmata were restricted to just 163 for 8 in their 50 overs. Ash Squire was the pick of the Sydney Cricket Club bowlers, returning figures of 10 overs, 3 for 37. While Rollins had excellent figures of 10 overs, 2 maidens, 2 for 20. The Bermuda Bicycle Association announced that Anton Gilbert has successfully completed the educational program required to achieve the designation UCI Road Elite National Commissioner by the International Cycling Union. The program was hosted by the St. Vincent and Grenadines Cycling Federation in early December, and Gilbert's participation was funded by the Bermuda Bicycle Association. Hamilton Princess and Beach Club have been named an official main sponsor and the official event hotel for the 2018 World Triathlon Bermuda Series, which will take place on April 28th. The partnership marks the first public announcement for what is a limited number of official main sponsors spots. The agreement grants the Hamilton Princess and Beach Club global marketing, media, and activation rights, including on-course branding, housing, and hosting opportunities. A total of 17 goals were scored at the PCC hockey rink last evening as the 2017-18 Bermuda Bowl Hockey League season resumed. In the opener, the league leaders, Winnipeg Jets, defeated the Calgary Flames, who are currently in 7th place. Shane Machat and Jeremy Esty scored 2 goals each for the Winnipeg Jets, with Ryan Good, Damon Smith, and Matt Benson all adding a goal each. Robbie Bailey and J.M. Tremblay scored a goal each for the Calgary Flames. In the nightcap, 6th place, Toronto Maple Leafs defeated 3rd place, Ottawa Senators 6-2. Christopher Merritt and Warren Miller both scored 2 goals each, with Jordan Gunter and Brian White adding a goal each. Cameron Poland and Ed Sweeney scored a goal each for the Ottawa Senators. Letitia Lima Ferrara and her Mount Allison University women's volleyball teammates defeated Dalhousie Agricultural Campus 3-0. Mount Allison University won the first game 25-9. They would win game 2 25-8. Ferrara and her Mount Allison teammates would then close out the match, winning the third game 25-15. Ferrara had 3 sets, 2 total attacks, 8 assists, 2 service aces, 4 digs, and 1 block. In mixed majors bowling league action inside the Warwick Lanes, it saw the Unpredictable fall 13-7 to the Movers and Shakers, while the Untouchables defeated Spirit Change 17-3. The Warriors defeated Minimax Forwarders 13-7, with the Troublemakers defeating the Activators 11.5 to 8.5. Fightback defeated the Mix-Ups 14-6.
Tonight's sports has been brought to you by the all-new Boundary at Fairmount, Southampton, the West End's only sports bar. Catch all the action and enjoy smoked to perfection barbecue, beer, and other pub favorites. It's game on at Boundary.
I'm Earl Baisden with Bermuda Broadcasting Sports.
You can count on us.
Save $5 on fresh Atlantic salmon fillets, $13.99 per pound. 5-pound bag of all varieties, red potatoes, only $3.49. A quick meal in minutes, Ronzoni spaghetti, $1.49 for a 16-ounce box. General Mills Honey Nut Cheerios, $3.99 for a 12.25-ounce box. Select varieties of wholesome pantry almond milk, $3.95 for a 64-ounce carton. All stores open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., Sunday 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. for your shopping convenience.
You can count on us.
If you're looking for extra savings and free benefits
with car insurance
and home insurance,
Colonial has just the cover you need.
There's a free $250 gift voucher for new home insurance customers too, and 10% car insurance discount if you have home insurance.
With a claim service that's quick and friendly.
We call it Cover Without Added Costs.
Call for a quote on 296-3700 or visit cgigroup.com.
Colonial, where people come first.
The Bermuda Festival of the Performing Arts kicks off this weekend. Bands, theater groups, singers, storytellers, and a string quartet are among the acts coming here. But the festival begins on Saturday with a competition for young musicians from Bermuda itself. We'll be hearing from all 6 of the competitors today and tomorrow, but for tonight, here's Hal Davis with 3 of the acts audiences will see at the Earl Cameron Theater on Saturday.
Let's do the whole song!
They're brothers in music, a 7-piece brass and percussion group. The Cedar Bridge students are hoping their mix of classic tunes and showmanship will win Saturday's competition at the Earl Cameron Theatre. The band came through the first round of the competition, where 12 contestants were whittled down to 6, and they're quietly confident.
Based on performance, I'd say it went pretty good, especially since that was like the first time that we actually did our choreography for it, and I'd say that went pretty well.
Professionally, yeah.
For our first time.
They'll be joined in the last round of the competition by Indigo Adamson. At 11 years old, she's the youngest competitor.
Time to say goodbye. Horizons are never far. When I have to find them alone, without true lights of my own, with you, I will go on ships of our seas that I now know.
I didn't ever expect to get in. My mother just said it would be great practice, and it never hurts to try things, and we tried it out, both knowing that I probably would never get in, and then I got an email in school and I realized I did get in, and I was so happy.
8 violin players from the Bermuda School of Music are also taking part in the competition. They're promising a more elaborate show on Saturday, with choreography and costumes. But what's it like performing with 7 other people all playing the same instrument?
I love it. I mean, I have 4 siblings and we're different ages and we don't play together as much. because we're usually fighting more than getting along. So playing along with people who are around the same level as me is really amazing, and they're really nice people.
The violinists are the biggest group taking part in this competition. Tomorrow we'll be meeting 2 solo singers and 2 brothers, all competing to see who is arguably the best young musician or musicians on the island.
So much talent. And that's our newscast for tonight. I'm Diane Brewer. Thanks for joining us. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Good night.